Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's great. And past the 4. offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Check, Panther, smash, smash.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense.
He's got a man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably... Grooves, remember the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Pollard gets it off the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They go play action now. Haskins. That is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one will will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them.
Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. This will be caught at about the 5. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Haskins going to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Pollard again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
formation.
Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 1 from the 2. On play action, Haskins buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Haskins. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Pollard will take it up the gut. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Seahawks are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Play action. Haskins. This is caught inside the 15. Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Okay, break.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Seahawks. They've had a very solid 1st half, and as we near the end of that 1st half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together with...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this 1st half. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Boye Mafe, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their...
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings
Drop
up
60,
second
drop
and
60.
20 at the 15-yard
They'll look to
line.
throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Arnold Ebiketie. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout.
As message received here, no need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Haskins throw into the hands of Fant.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And quickly, they get to the line.
First down, Seahawks.
They go play action with Haskins. And Stills bringing it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Cowboys 7. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
On the play. Recovered by Seattle.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Jonathan Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Cowboys 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
Ready up. Roll. Check. Panther. Ready. Hut.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Still on his feet. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian Watson, 72 yards. And the Cowboys are able to claw one back. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
A give to Pollard running left. There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and it's Pollard again. He gets away from one. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Blake. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. This one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And here's Ryan Wright now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 23. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Touchdown! A great effort there. 64 yards. And the Seahawks are pouring it on. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Cowboys 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Blake. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to throw now on first down. Right side to Watson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keon White. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
At the 45-yard line.
2nd and long. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Arnold Ebiketie, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen...
They've got his man complete. This is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian Watson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been... And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jalen Virgil, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 2nd and 1. He finds Pickens over the middle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play. And the Cowboys first down.
Looking to throw. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far. There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. They'll look to throw.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Down the left.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Haskins going to try to throw it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers
you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next